Hello everyone, welcome to the Leading Layer 1 blockchain designed to solve scalability challenge while maintaining true decentralization. Dynamic state sharding helps keep gas fees low and TPS high and participation growth. Shardium platform consumes at the transfer level and lowers the computational power need to validator nodes. This consensus mechanism make it increasing decentralization. GT full 1 full hourly cap 458.8 sodium mining period 10 days individual hourly reward cap 22.94 sodium total stake 22,68,097 GT APS 6.65% Ethereum full total staking rewards 30,000 Shardium participation 1,457 total stake Ethereum price pool hourly gap 125 Shardium mining period 10 days individual hourly reward cap 16.25 Shardium total stake 18,519 Ethereum API 3.28%. Gate.io will list Shardium spot trading, stake GT and Ethereum in launch pool to earn Shardium hourly. Gate.io will Shardium SHM for spot trading on May 8, 2025 at 20 UTC to reward our user. You can stake GT and Ethereum in Shardium for launch pool to earn 1,40,112 Shardium airdrop for free, which is distributed every hours. Shardium spot trading start May 8, 2025 at 10 UTC deposit Shardium Gate.io my account deposit Shardium launch full total staking rewards 1,40,112 Shardium unlocking rules 100% unlock. Gate.io launches allow user to stake early. You can stake your asset before the project officially launches, ensuring you start earning reward immediately once mining begins. Reward distribution: the system will distribute tokens reward to user spot accounts every hour based on the proportion of asset staked by each user's launch pool. How to participate: log into the Gate.io account and complete identity verification. Navigate to Get Ethereum, click Stake. Exclusive staking limit privileges of VIP users. When participating in launch pool with up to 500% staking limit bonus. Project information introduction: Shardium is the world first auto scaling layer 1 blockchain designed to solve scalability challenge while maintaining true decentralization. Dynamic sharding helps keep gas fees low and TPS high and participation grows. Shardium performs consensus at the transaction level and lowers the computational power needed for validator nodes. This consensus mechanism makes it possible for anyone to run a node while increasing decentralization. Token name: Shardium token symbol SHM max supply 24,19,000 token type mainnet token ID Explorer 72% 3-month clip then 2-year daily liner vesting teams 76,20,000 Shardium 30.6% 3-month clip then 2 years daily liner vesting. Foundation 55,88,000 Shardium 22.44% unlock at token generation event TGE website Shardium.original white paper Shardium.original Shardium white paper PDF. Shardium Ethereum compatible smart contract platform. Abstract: the launch of the Ethereum blockchain in 2015 demonstrated our ability to deploy turning complete smart contracts or decentralization and peer-to-peer network is transferred and the investor innovations such as DPI, AMMS, NFTs, DEX, etc. In turn, this application increased demand of the Ethereum network due to scalability issue, user fact, high transaction fees, and long confirmation times resulting in limit adoption. Other smart contracts platforms have been created with higher throughput levels than Ethereum but lack true scalability of decentralization. To address this challenge, we present Shardium, a sharded Ethereum compatible smart contracts platform. Shardium is powered by the Shardas protocol, which employs dynamic state sharding cross-hearted atomic capability, auto-scaling, linear scaling, and many other novel technological inventions designed to solve the scalability trilemma, and then transaction fees grow even as adoption increases. We believe substantially low transaction fees are key to the bringing decentralization application to the masses. Purpose this white paper is an evolving document. This details Shardium current version, visions, roadmap, technology, and future direction due to the dynamic nature of the development process. Some aspects of our technology are constantly being refreshed, enhanced, elegant with our mission. We deeply value the trust, faith, and support the entire community has extended during this fundamental phase of phases of the enduring relatively substantially low fees and the innate capacity to available in alignment with user requirements. Disclaimer: the content of the white paper is stated of informational purpose only and does not constitute financial, legal, or any other form of professional advice. Readers, users, and potential token holders are strongly advised to conduct their own independent research and consult with professionals in the uncertainties smart contracts to regularity landscape shift. One no guarantee. The Shardian platform, as described in this white paper, is presented as is without any guarantees that exercise of as to the information provided. There may be errors, omissions, or inaccuracies that could affect the validity of applicability of any settlement mode. To future changes and development, cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies are readily evolving fields. The information contained development teams reserve the right to make changes or improvement to the platform without prior notice. Cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies are subject to a complex regulatory landscape that varies by jurisdiction. There is no guarantee this sardium will not become the subject of future regulatory actions or prohibitions of creation justifications. Potential risk. Engaging with Sharding, like all blockchain and cryptographic projects, carries inherent risks. This include but is not limited to technological market volatility and third-party actions and inventions. It is improved this potential users to participate, understand this risk before engaging with Shardium. Investment warning: this white paper does the Sharding token is designed exclusively for operational use within the network for gas with staking and validation, and it not be intended to function as the investment instrument. Any staking rewards are provided strictly or compensation to contributing to network security and performance and are not guaranteed return to dividends. Potential investors should be aware by investment in cryptocurrency asset can be high risk. Liabilities: the Shardian development team contributes and any associate parties shall not be liable of any losses of damage whether direct to indirect arising from the use of the reliance on the information contained in the white paper. Anyone considering using Shardium or engaging the associated activities are strongly encouraged to conduct through due diligence and seek advice from appropriate professionals. By accessing the white paper, readers agree to assume full responsibility for any decision made based on the contract, acknowledge that the information provided any agreement is undertaken at any own risk. One, background to technology, 3, tokenomics, 4, ecosystem, 5, community, 6, roadmap, 7, conciliation. Digital asset representing a frauded transaction to the digital economy and societal infrastructure. In 2015, the Ethereum network made it possible for the first time to create fully programmable smart contracts on the decentralized network setting of a revolution. That demand or decentralized application has since exploded with use cases like AMMS, DEFS, NFTs, and gaming, bringing new users into the space who otherwise are not interested in just cryptocurrency of 20 transactions per second (TPS). This has led the transaction fees rising the under 1 cent in 2015 to about $50 in 2020. Many applications which were feasible for Ethereum are not longer feasible due to the high transaction fees. There are a growing need of the smart contracts platform that can keep transaction fees low, not just when the network is new, but even years later of a number of transactions continue to grow. One scalability terminal in order to keep transaction fees low in a sustainable way, a network must be able to scale to execute an ever increasing number of transactions. 1.2 current solution. Many new network who is provide the extract some of the similar smart. A majority of them have sacrificed this decentralization of achieve higher TPS. A more scalable approach to meet the growing demand of decentralized applications is to have an interconnected system to multiple subchains or sidechains, shards, and assign subject to nodes in the network of different shards. 1.3 sharding. As Batley Gutton, the founder of Ethereum, pointed out, sharding is the solution to the scalability trilemma. The most general form of sharding referred to the state sharding divides the nodes in the network into smaller groups which store a subset of the state data and forces different states to transaction or to achieve parallel processing. To technologies, Shardium is a dynamic state sharded EVM based layer 1 smart contract platform designed to achieve horizontal scaling. 2.1 design consideration. A central design goal to Shardium is to ensure sufficiently low transaction fees. The most popular application on most smart contract platforms are related the onboarded user in developing countries and allow more use cases of decentralized application to elevate the smart contracts platform must provide substantially low transaction fees, much less than the capacity of the network. Developer experience. From the developer perspective, a lot of time and effort is invested in building decentralized application. 2. Energy efficiency. The amount new to the feed by the user. Energy efficient proof of stake sharded blockchains and enabling board decentralized participation. Shardium aligns into operations with global sustainability efforts environment. In fact, the network with innovated sharding technology to minimize fund here hotspot CCAF.io CB and SI Ethereum. Government's transparency feature government's right for nodes holders will ensure the community voice and central to network decision, including any subsequent ECG decision. Horizontal scaling. Having more nodes in the network can help to increase the level decentralization and security of the network, but after a certain point, adding more nodes does not really benefit the network. Network size. All nodes providing resource of a network must be able to operate with a reasonable incentive in the long run. The transaction fee must be able to cover the operating cost of the network if it is sustainable in the long run. Language used to smart contracts and the virtual machine used to run to smart contracts. Shared security. Economic security makes exclusive in unsharded networks such as Ethereum sharded network that the native blended in standby nodes and node rotation. Architecture. The Shardium network was architected based on the above design consideration, in particular to minimize transaction cost through efficient use to available resource while maximizing network scalability, decentralization, and security. Network architecture. The Shardium network is composed of validator nodes to architecture nodes, standboards nodes, validator nodes, archiver nodes, rotation, data achieve rotation. In addition, there are a type of the nodes nowadays needed to move data and transactions in and out of the Shardium network, as well as maintain the health of the network. Data Explorer, rotation station, mentor server, mentor client, connector nodes. When the Shardium maintain the launch, we expect to the maximum of 1,300 validators and 10 archiver The number of standby validators will depend on various factors but are based on the number seen in the transit or expect in less 20,000 standby validators. The number of nodes per shared will be 128 based on the use of the network. The number of validators are expected to grow automatically of accumulated demand. Validator architecture. The architecture of the SHM validator node be divided in the protocol layer and the application layer. Account address are the common data and both application or protocol layer understand, and the application layer is reasonable for storing and accounting data. It also has the application logic on how to change the account data based on the instruction provided in a transaction. Microlayers validator assigns to both accept and reject transaction during the account usage process. The protocol layer needs to validators. SHM application layer. The SHM application layer used to be for the contract executed and data storage, which make it a Ethereum compatible. It also implements the own version of proof of stake to project against microlayers attacks. The validator node described in the architecture protocol layer integrated as the server process. SHM state manager with a conventional Ethereum client. The operation of a smart contract, this implying reading, storing, or modifying state data is governed by client software controlling as intested EVM. Subset the network a full address range will be stored on validator. These apply the extensively owned accounts and contract accounts. The contract code is however stored by every validator. Proof of stake. SHM use proof of Qualcomm fork and the consensus mechanism but use both of the civil defense mechanism of mitigate civil attacks and protect the network of misbehaving the faulty nodes. 2.21 staking certain post network allows validators to summon decision to become a network participant with economic ownership of tokens. Unstaking once a node has been active to the network and become the oldest node, it will be removed for the network. Reward. The main inactive of the nodes participate in the network to earn rewards for validator nodes to reward based on or on the duration of nodes actively participate in the network and not the spent in standby and the amount of transactions successfully processed. Slashing. With the implementation of auto scaling, a slashing mechanism will be implemented beyond a eviction of misbehaving nodes for every malicious section of interaction reported by the shardless protocol layer. The SHM application will determine the node slashing amount and if the node needs the remove from the network. SHRDS protocol layer. Many of the features exhibited by the SHRDM network to inherited from the for the use of the SHRDS protocol layer. The SHRDS project has been distributed ledgers. Blocks. Blockchains have interesting scalability limitations due to their block-based architecture. Bitcoin bundles transaction into blocks, which are the further considered to block size and block rate that hold any data in the society by the transaction from a virtual transaction group. This node in the group are responsible for exchanging data needed to process the transaction. Dynamic state sharding. Instead of maintaining a complete copy of the state data, nodes is sharded network only had a store of subject update data. And the last consolation in the evolving landscape of a smart contract platform, SHRM present an innovative approach that addresses in the intrinsic challenge posed by the blockchain trilemma through the use of the several novel inventions such as dynamic state sharding, linear scaling, auto scaling, cross shared atomic compatibility, and proof of Qualcomm, and by also leveraging sharded blockchains and EVM compatible framework. SHRM solves the scalability trilemma between scalability, security, and decentralized. SHRM aims to helping the transform the wider Web3 ecosystem, inhering in an era of scalability, security, and decentralization, heralding the advent of the next generation of application with billions of users. Now we are talking about SHRM nodes GetIO Launchpool is the innovative staking and airdrop platform where user can stake GT, BTC, ETH, USDT and other tokens to earn hourly airdrops to hot and new coins. With low intelli barriers and high APR, it's the illuminated platform of efficiently capturing market opportunities. Please complete identity verification before practicing a Launchpool to enhance the security of your account and assets. Please adhere to the relevant rules of the event where participating any cheating behavior is prohibited and occurrence of any dishonest will result in the disqualification of the rewards where any discrepancy arises between the translated version and the original English version. The English version shall prevail. GetIO reserve all rights of the final explanation. This event is not applicated with affluent users in the United Kingdom and other restricted location cannot access the service including participation in the event game or competition. See the user agreement for further details on restricted location. GetIO Lab in investment disclosure. GetIO Labs not invested in Shardium. Shardium risk warning. The project team does not guarantee the token price not be lower than an Intel sell price. Please invest with caution and don't invest beyond your financial capacity. And underlying advanced technical and financial knowledge is required to understand and evaluate the Indian might faculty to all the purchase token due to technical issue to the project or GetIO. GetIO team May 8, 2025. 800 cryptocurrencies invite funds and earn to 40% commission. Is an EVM based space forever with two decentralized. What is the RPM on board? Who are what of the token will be a stake symbol Shardy SHM. Why can buy a trade SHM token SHM tradition May 8, 2025 for full details. Where can I find the latest tutorials on buying the staking SHM, making a P2P transaction and running a node? Also do and check the developer process in if node needed. Besides self-hosting, you can run your nodes using one-click setup and VPN service and do your own research. Dior. I am new to Web3 and blockchain. What should I know before getting started? As maintain above always started with these golden rules. Do your own research or it is efficiently curriculum is a space like Web3 which belongs cutting edge technology with elements of finance, economics, capital marketing and government. Blockchain is not just about invention, it's about empowering in individual transparency, permissionless access, and open source instruction, all of which makes informed decision making essential. With this foundation in mind, you can start with starting up a self-custodial wallet and a secure experience. What are the some of the cases of Shardium and Shardium tokens? Here use cases Shardium are the its token SHM as we introduce smart contracts later in 2025. The user cases will expand to include what has been possible in Web3 so far and beyond as a result of Shardium's groundbreaking technology. Ultra low fees of P2P transfer, instant global remittance and cross-border payments, validator staking, store of value, EVM capability, reward by ecosystem project, direct donations. What features are the live of the Shardium made and which are the next major milestone? Following the features and live on maintain linear scaling, low transaction fees, EVM capabilities, solid security, low latency, high capacity, smart contracts punctuality is scheduled to development Q2 of 2025 and live launch in Q3 of 2025. What is OCC? OCC is a short of Open Collaborative and Community Driven. OCC is the core principle of Shardium. Much like the internet, Shardium will be open, collaborative, and community driven. The world created accessibility of decentralization. Shardium will be the infrastructure on which the next interior of the internet Web3 will build. How many Shardium achieve energy efficiency? The efficiency means that consensus algorithm used by the network should not record exclusive energy beyond what is necessary to process the transaction. Bitcoin and other network based on the Nakamoto consensus of design to use high energy expeditor to secure the network from 51% attack. However, efficient consensus algorithms such as Focus and VBFT do not assigned a node ID before join the network. Those the algorithm have been used in promised network and not be node algorithm that requires node to have a node ID upon joining the network. However, a novel approach does not need to a central entity to scaling. Auto scaling means that the network should self govern the network of nodes. The network needs to property initialization nodes of achieve the desired size. This implications such that the network can effectively use the available nodes to achieve desired trade-offs, and for example scaling of throughput proportional of the number of being new nodes unrelated turnaround time between submitting a transaction to the network and knowing that the transaction is irreversible. In network like Bitcoin, there is a probabilistic finality time. The longer you wait, the lower of chance that a transaction confirmed in a block cannot be reversed. Thus, the finality time is not just for the transaction being included in a block. Still, some blocks are being produced that reduced to the least 6 blocks about an hour to ensure irreversibility. Shardian's immediate finality sets the effect of the from other blockchains which offer probabilistic and absolute finality. It is future of the breakthrough in blockchain technology as the provides finality without the needs of wait from multiple blocks to be confirmed. You can read more about this in our detailed blog. How many Shardium achieve low data bandwidth? Low bandwidth means the network should minimize the amount of data transfer nodes when distributing transactions and achieving consensus. This does not employ just compressing the data and using binary formation. Instead, the more crucial factors that network architecture and algorithmic details of the consensus algorithm in Bitcoin like network. Adding more nodes increases the amount of bandwidth use of process use is transactions. Shardium will aim to create a network where the amount of bandwidth consumed by the How will Shardium achieve low latency? The low latency means the total turnaround time between submitting a valid transaction to the network and knowing that the network has committed to the transaction in a short period of time. In a network like Bitcoin, latency in the between submitting the transaction and including in it in a block. For such network, the fastest legacy is not less than the average block production time, which is around 10 minutes. Shardium will provide a latency of just a few seconds by processing each transaction individually before grouping them into blocks. How will Shardium achieve high capacity? High capacity means that the network should provide precedent storage of massive amounts of state data. Global scale application could require exabytes of state data. The current blockchains are distributed layers appear to the functional only because they have not been states in this dimension. Shardium will aim to build a network that can horizontally scale throughput and capacity. What are the primary type of the nodes in Shardium? The validator nodes, also known as the validators. These nodes validate network transaction by actively participating in this consensus process. Shardium rewards honest validators with SHM validator nodes store only the store of the account that manage, ensuring that remains lightweight, while historical data and operate to achieve nodes to participate. Validators must taking a minimum of 2400 Shardium and will face evasions, penalties, and non-compliance with network protocols such as leaving the network for prematurely or falling a signs on time among other violations. We will share more details on eviction rules or reward zone. Achieve notes. Achieve notes maintain the entire transaction history. Achieve notes may also be required to stake sharding and could face slashing penalties for failing to adhere the network protocol such as leaving the network without prior approval. The reward of running or achiever is expected to be about 10x more than running a validator since the hardware requirement for running or achiever will be much higher. At mainnet launch, Stadium will operation achieve nodes entirely with plans to open up the community after the initial period approximately 1 year. Standby nodes. Standby nodes are the validator nodes within the network that are not actively practicing the consensus. Those nodes enable to Stadium network to scale quickly with transaction volume. Transaction network randomly rotates the oldest in the standby validator. Standby nodes must take a minimum of 2400 Stadium to become activities and the eligible of net rewards only after successfully completing their activities validator periods. What are the other type of node on Stadium? Other than the procedure nodes, there are the other type of nodes need to the move data and transaction in and out of the Stadium as well as minor the health of the network. This include connector, connector nodes, relayer nodes, and additionally a mentor server. The connector nodes provide as intuitive point for external wallet and client to quiet and substitute transaction to the network. These are the similar RPC nodes in the Ethereum ecosystem. Relayer nodes communicate with achiever nodes of the other relayer nodes to store up a stream data product by the network and downstream servers used by exchanges and explorer services. Those are similar to exist nodes in the Ethereum ecosystem. This mentor server is an important component here, receiving view into the health on the network. You can read more about them in the white paper. Will the Shardam network work with different wallet? Any EVM based on wallet will work, and Shardam developers can also develop and deploy any EVM compatible wallets on the network. What is the difference between Shardam and other similar shard chains? EVM capability: Shardam yes, Harmony yes, near Aura earlier no. Does Shardam consider failed transaction and entirely transaction as between a validators and as archive nodes to calculating TPS? No, the TPS transaction per second of a blockchain network should be based also slowly on the transaction initiated by actual use which are processed successfully. So, ideally TPS should execute entire network activities between nodes on the network, and it should also execute any failed transaction. How to get IO launchpool? What is Get IO launchpool? Get IO launchpool is an innovative staking and airdrop platform where user can stake GT, BTC, ETH, USDT or other tokens to earn early airdrops for hot and new coins with low entry barriers on high peer in the ultimate platform to effortlessly capturing market opportunities. Can I participate? You want to participate in and stake your asset? Click the participation guide. 3. Which coins can I stake in GetAir Launchpool? The tokens eligible of participation will be announced on the mining page of each project. Please visit the corresponding page of GetAir Launchpool to view more details. How many tokens will be rewarded? Hourly staking rewards in individual test 1 hour valid staking amount, total pool staking amounts are rewarded full. The will take multiple snapshots of personal staking amounts each hour and taking the average staking amount of the valid staking amount. How are the reward distributed? The will take multiple snapshots of personal staking amounts of hourly and token reward are distributed of eligible users. Hourly earning will be distributed into user spot account. When will the stake asset be redeemed? After the users after the user redeems the advice of the staking is completed in staking asset will be transferred to simple earn by default. It is open and uncheck the stake asset will be redeemed into spot asset in the amount of redeemed asset is too small and does not meet the minimum claim amount of simple earn. The asset will be automatically transferred to spot assets. If simple earn does not support the claim to the random token, the asset will also be automatically transferred to spot asset. Can I redeem my stake asset to any time? The will take multiple snapshots to personal staking amounts each hour and calculate the valid staking amount. However, early redemption may result in the loss of acquired rewards. Please maintain stable staking amounts to ensuring mining rewards. In addition, each staking pool imposes a daily redemption limit. Individual users can only withdraw up to three times a day per pool. Please plan your redemption carefully to maximize your rewards and avoid the potential impact on your earning. Can I add additional stake asset? You can increase your asset at any time. The more tokens you will take, the greater your potential mining rewards. However, once of the reward cap is reached, you will no longer receive staking rewards. Can I participate in multiple projects at the same time? When there are multiple launchful projects going on the same time, you can stake in different pool to receive new tokens mining rewards for multiple projects. Each staking pool needs to the stake separately. If you only stake asset in pool A, you will not be able to obtain reward from pool B. You can stake pool A and pool B separately and obtain the corresponding mining rewards to view tokens. What is the maximum mining rewards I can receive? The hourly rewards award cap per user to each project is different. One of the cap is reached, no future staking rewards will be guaranteed. Please refer on the relevant announcement to the mining phase of the reward hard cap limit for each project. Will a staking asset in the Geta launch pool in fact may BAP level? No asset stake in the Geta launch pool will be included at the asset holding calculation for setup free address, free order, prime and BAP privileges. What will happen to the fund in the project in ended yearly? In case of early ending, your stake principal will be automatically redeemed as soon as the project by end date, and your last interest will be distributed on the hour after the end time. The interest distribution before the ending will not be accepted. About single coin multi mining. Single coin multi mining is a newly launchable staking feature of Gate.io launch pool that allow user to hold and the same asset and receive multiple new tokens reward across different staking pools. This features enable user to manage their asset more efficiently and flexibility, enjoy more earning opportunities, and achieve diversity of maximization of rewards. Gate.io launch pool not support GT and ETS single coins multi mining. How to the single coin multi mining? Participant must separately select the click stake to join the staking pools and support single coin multi mining to earn rewards for multiple staking pools. How will my get holding and calculated if I want to join the single coin multi mining GT pool? That will take multiple snapshot to participant GT and GT2 holding or Ethereum ETH and ETH2 every hours and take how many tokens and hourly reward for the full. Each pool has different minimum staking amount. The hourly reward cap. Please refer on the respective project announcement to mining pool on my Gate.io FY. Please make or you can visit Gate.io to join.